What got me was that of all the times it could have happened, it happened on a Super Bowl Sunday.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Heroes OK family. It's good to be with you. Today is the 29th of February. We are Shaolin Entertainment today. Amy, this guy back here who may or may not show back up. We'll see. I can try to give him a snippet of anything.
Earth time.
I'm just saying, the webinar when he pops back in now. I'll let the people see for themselves. This is Sifu. Hope everyone is doing well today. So it's been a while. We've had a lot of things going on behind the scenes, mostly personal issues. Claire and I was sick for the past couple of weeks. Crazy virus that my daughter brought for her brand new. So not kidding. Not cool. That was not fun. Thank God it wasn't COVID, but I'll be honest, it's actually similar to that going around. Heard nurses down in South Florida as well as all over the country like talking about this stuff. So don't know exactly what it was. I think it's COVID. Just don't recommend it. Well, that was actually so it's been a lot, but it is what it is. All right. But we're back and we're on schedule. I don't know if you guys saw the graph that I put out, the email list, or on Facebook. If you've seen it, I'll actually put it in the community after this if you guys stay on track of what's going on. We are going to be doing our preach for Anchor Shaolin founders next week. It's going to be on Wednesday night. We're going to be doing questions. If you'd like to invite that, the only prerequisite is you need a member. So if you're not one, you should guys go to editchallin.com, join before next Wednesday, and make sure you sign up because we want to get the founder. Yes, you want to party. So please check that out. And we'll be, as of right now, Thursday, webinar. That'll be 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be with y'all here on YouTube. Everyone is welcome. And then Eastern Standard Time, we're going to hop on Zoom with our members and we'll hang out with them. And for those of you that want to know when the webinar is on Wednesday, we will also be at trying to keep everything wise right now. So let's see who is on. We got audio. What live streaming people as well. And we got John. God bless everyone doing well. Yes, we are well. Things are a little chaotic around us, but we are well. So we also have Jen on from PA, who's good at how to get back. Thank you so much, Jen. Thank you. And elevated intelligence. Okay, I'm doing pretty good as well. One of our members, as well as next Chicago. Katie Toby, everyone. We got Bob Ladder coming on. Where you all been? Well, is it on? Can you guys hear me? So you had me talking this whole time, and now you're just letting me know. The hell around here.
Okay, I hope you guys can hear me. If not, might be an issue with the mic.
Hopefully you guys could hear me enough to know that between being sick with a virus, from the university, a friend out, hopefully you've heard all that. And I'll just kind of recap the schedule for starting next week on Wednesday. We're good? Okay. So it must have been a hiccup. Fully connected. All right, I think we're good. So just to recap, next Wednesday, we are having the free party on Zoom. It's going to be an invite only at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But
Depends on what time it is.
it's going to be 8 p.m.
5.
Yeah.
Oh, 8, I thought you said 8 p.m., not 8 p.m.
That's all right. We're all maybe a little overworked, a little tired today, and definitely underpaid. So we're working on that. But yeah, so at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be hopping on Zoom. There's only one prerequisite to get invited to this. You have to already be a member at Shaolin. And we have this thing where our members and support, because some of y'all since the beginning in 2014, thanks so much for those that have been with us that long. And everyone, even if you just joined last month, it's all good. So part of the family, you guys get first dibs. So we're going to be doing a free lunch special. Talk about it. All the good to you guys out. Zoom webinar. Eastern Standard Time next Wednesday. The rest of it, you gotta be NFL and not already NFL number, and I mean senior Abbott number, the access to the screen call. Make sure you go ahead and do it. That's because it's good thing. That's part of it. So don't wait for the NFL.com going. You can still sign up. All right, and then we're going to be from now on, for the MC both future, we're going to be doing a webinar on Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our enterprise fees, and then 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our Zoom member-only webinar. We can provide critiques and all kinds of good stuff. All right, so I think you guys heard everyone else. There were a couple other people I didn't get to. I'm reading. Oh, okay. Elevated intelligence is all the way down to Vienna. Awesome. Thanks for joining us. The first dog, yeah, first dog says Black and Back coming in from Minnesota. And hopefully loud and clear now. Thank you so much. You told us you were. What was that in regards to? Let me know. Dan says, I'm hearing you now. Awesome. All right, family. Elevated said, I'm doing pretty well. Good. Well, all right, cool. All right, well, who's got some questions, family? I know it's been a while. What you guys have been working on in your martial arts training and good news you'd like to share with the fam? Let us know.
This is
They can hi.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by like no. Because he's not okay, guys. I don't know
Not
what I'm gonna
okay.
do with it.
I'm not all right. I'm actually all left.
Have to work on him. But yeah, I know where we're at. We're on enterprise team. So make sure you guys leave us a comment down below. Let us know how you guys are doing, what you're up to, what you're working on. People there, you're humming and hawing over there. Is everything okay? I'll be right back. How about people too? Is there anything you'd like to share with the people about anything you've been teaching lately?
Oh,
Anything come up?
I can share you my book. It's really good. It's called Blade of the Morning Star. For those who have not gotten it yet, it's really, really good. People have read it, love it. I'm working on the audio right now. Hopefully within cleaning up any mistakes they make in pronunciation, stuff like that. Just cleaning that up. So the audio book will come out soon too with that. So we do have the book, the audio book. What do you call that when you just download it, or that thing, and then the book itself, and then we'll work on the audio book as well. So it's called Blade of the Morning Star.
That's like so Amazon. Amazon.
It is awesome. It's awesome. Very caring. Very good principles between my beliefs, perspective, and how we see things. also a lot of good characters. So highly recommend it. It's called Blade of the Morning Star. Actually, I'll just type it in there. So if you guys want to find it, as CGG said, go to Amazon, Shaolin, and type that in, and you will love the book. And a couple things that you do. Can you one, put a comment on the site, and then two, let me know what you thought of it. You can write to me at blazeofthemorningstar@gmail.com. Okay.
Make sure you leave a review on Amazon for him, guys and gals.
That's what I just said.
I know.
Oh, okay. Dan Naylor. That's up.
All right. There we go. There we go. Dan says, I invited some of my former students. Can you do a quick example of three proof? Sure.
Okay. Example or explanation. Go.
Maybe a little bit of both.
All right. So three proof is basically an acronym, stands for point, rule, on, one's focus, PROS. So the rule of the body is for every point in your body, there's a specific way you want to move it. Shoulder must always drive to the elbow. Elbow must always drive to the center palm wrist area, and then the wrist must always turn to the point of contact. That is a three proof. So shoulder, elbow, wrist, turns to the point of contact. This is how we use that technique in striking and counter striking, interception, how we do it in locking. It works the same. It's the way the mechanic works. Okay. Power consists of three things, right? Power is mass, force, and focus. Shoulder to elbow, that's your mass. The more you put your base down, the more mass you're going to be able to produce out. Elbow to wrist, that's your speed, that's your force. The faster you can drive that from the base and the elbow, that's how you're going to shoot the arms out towards your opponent or the contact point, whatever it is you're doing. And the wrist, turning to point of contact, that's your focus, that's your ability to center the energy to a single. Okay, so that's why we have that three proof. The mass, the force, the focus, that's your mass, that's your force, that's your focus. And that's how you generate power, that's how you generate speed, and that's how you generate that force, and heavy force from your body. Okay, so we want to always create that in everything we do, whether she grabs me, whether she strikes me.
Everything.
Everything. Everything we do when it comes to moving our arms and our feet, actually, our legs, we want to project it that way. Okay. So, for example, if she's pushing into me and I want to push back this, I can get pushed back easily, is because I'm extending from here to here, but not here to here. So if she's pushing into me and I do this, I'm always going to feel that pressure build because there is no driving force for the hand. So think of this to this as the first floor on the house. This is the second floor to the house. And then this turning is the third floor to a house. How can you have a third floor exist if the second doesn't exist or the first don't exist? So when I'm trying to put my arms from here to here and I'm missing this, I'm going to build a first floor and a third floor, and I expect that to stand without the second floor. So it becomes very, very difficult to impossible, right? So when she's pushing and I do like this, but she pushes me again, I create the base on the drive. You see how it moves her energy up, and then I can turn the energy and come in. This is why we want to do that. That's how you learn how to create power and control behind the force. Now, granted, like you have a building, it can stand, right? Let's say the building takes 2,000 pounds of pressure, right? Someone puts 8,000 pounds of pressure, that thing's going to crush it, right? So how do you deal with when someone's stronger? The idea is that's where the risk comes into play. When the pressure is stronger than what your arm can take, right? She's pushing me, it's too strong for me. So my job is when I feel the pressure, I directed the energy from that point of contact up into the wrist. So I'm not going against her. She pushes into me, I bring it up to the wrist. So any pressure on my arm, like if it was here, she pushes, I bring it up to the wrist, and see how she comes off. So your arm is always like an escalator. Any pressure that's on your arm must always direct that pressure towards your wrist. And then the wrist converts the energy to hit the opponent, to turn the energy off, or to put pressure back on point. So the job of the wrist is for the wrist when it comes to contact on the opponent, it has three functions. All right, it controls the energy, converts the energy, and it focuses you. That's the job of the wrist. So the wrist is very important because the only thing that allows you to control energy, your arms don't control energy. your shoulder, elbow, wrist, that creates force, creates intent, creates structural integrity. It doesn't create control. The wrist creates control. The wrist can't create power. So the wrists, they both kind of depend on each other. So the best analogy I can give you is like the wrist is like the front tires of the car, and the arms are like the rear wheel drive of the car. It creates the power, it creates the force, and it moves the car. But what controls the car is the front tires, which is what your wrist does. So when she's pushing into me and I create the energy to the wrist, then I can turn it. So when the car turns, the connection, that frame, right, from the rear to the pushes, the frame holds the tire in place and it can transfer it towards the front of the car. And that's where the steering is. So this is thinking of like the frame, this is the turning of the rear wheel, and then this is frame, feed it there, and then this is the one that steers it. And so this is how you want to develop your arms in all manner and how you move. If she's punching me, don't punch her, it doesn't hurt. If she's punching me like this, I generate that power from here, as you can see the wrist. So she's hitting my hand here, and now she comes off, but I can come in. And notice how I don't go after her. I go into her. And this is the mistake when people throw the don't do three proofs, they tend to go after them. They'll throw from here to here, and they'll tend to do this, and they'll tend to bring that. And notice how far it goes. It's because I'm not able to control her. I'm trying to force off. That's like standing outside of a car to push it to turn. We are the steering wheel, the wrist. It's like the car's going, instead of pushing the car to turn, I'm just turning the steering wheel. So I don't have to force the car over. I guide the car over. So when she's punching, my wrist is the turning point. So now she can turn off, but yet I can still come in. So I don't have to change. I direct her. And that's how the basis of three proof is. When it comes to locking, when it comes to grappling, it's the same thing. If we do this and I go like this with her arm, I can do this. And if I just bring my arm back, that you don't see the base. But if I put the base down, you can see I'm pushing the base, put the drive, then the torque.
Yeah,
She can feel the power of that. But if I just, it takes a lot more energy to do. And she doesn't even feel that. I'm putting more energy to do that, but she does, because it's actually bleeding. It's not focused to the point. See, when you have the base, you're driving your torque, I'm bringing the energy back to point. That's why she feels it right away. But the other one, I'm trying to stretch her, pull up, make her go past her anatomical limit. That's when she starts to feel the pain. But it costs me all that much energy.
Right, it's a lot longer.
It's a lot more.
We are not actually achieve your goals.
Right. So especially when someone's bigger and stronger, we don't want to spend all energy everywhere. We don't focus energy to one point. So that's a lot of power and a lot of strength. Strength is just overcoming something. The opposing one. Power is focusing what you have into a single point. And that's it. So hopefully I explained that very, very well. Let me know if you have any questions.
Yeah. And the other benefit is it's just less wear and tear on your body. So bonus.
Yeah, it takes less energy.
Your shoulders aren't going to be hurting. You're not going to be stressing and straining. So it's all good. So let us know, fam, if that was good. Dan, if everyone enjoyed that, feel free to give us a like if you haven't already, and make sure you share this video on. It does help us to get the word out, and we appreciate everyone that helps us do that.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Awesome. All right.
Did I explain everything well for you? Did you understand why we do that?
Yeah, let us know if you have any other questions, or if your former students have any questions as well.
So I like to say now, three proof is foolproof, foolproof, right? But if you don't do it, you're doing the fool's proof. Fool's effort. You're forcing on one's line.
Do that.
So if you find that you're not doing the three proof right, you're being a fool's proof, which is forcing on one's line. FOL. Well, that's for that thing.
Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want that. And I'll make sure to put that link to the Amazon and the chat here in a moment for everyone.
Do any of your former students have any questions if they're watching?
Yeah, is there anything
Let us know.
maybe that they're struggling with and need help with? Maria says everything makes sense when you explain what the energy works. You're brilliant, Sifu.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank
I have a 146 up. I did an IQ test 3 times and I scored a 146, 147, 145. So I think I'm gonna have a 146 IQ.
I think he's trying to say he's brilliant, guys.
Being smart, being intelligent are two different things. I'm a fool when it comes to that.
Now you guys know his weakness. Okay, don't advertise Good. Our family, let us know if you guys and gals have any other questions or just anything you'd like us to cover. Is there anything that you've been like noticing maybe like with all your students, like a common thing people are messing up with that we can review a little?
Yes, lack of
Yeah.
base, lack of base, lack of base, lack of base, lack of base. I tell students all the time, I've been really focusing on getting base out. Or I mean, getting this to be heavy. A lot of people do it from here instead of from here. So a lot of people's motion goes this way up, and so they draw the energy up to the shoulder, then they build the shoulder hand. When it should be a base. Like you can see the difference between me throwing a punch this way versus me pulling on the punch. And you can see the body naturally wants to throw and lean. Whereas you do this, you naturally will root yourself down, because to get a powerful base, you have to have a good root. So a lot of times I have my students, like, we'll do some sparring and they're throwing up. I'm like, no, you got to base down. Then they'll find themselves much more rooted. So make sure that when you're moving, you base yourself, not draw yourself. So base to come out. You see the base versus drawing up. And a lot of people do that. Punching, they go like this and they draw up the hand. You see how the elbow wants to rise versus me keeping the base and it stays. So parallel is the way you can see three proof. So you just want to make sure that when you move, you want to make that parallel movement. That is a visual way of seeing three proof. If you can't feel the energy, if someone's not there to get you to feel what you're doing right and wrong on the pressure testing, watch for your parallel movements. And what I mean by that is you can see if I do this, do I look parallel? Do I look, I'm raising my energy? If I raise like this, you're gonna lose power, which then it's gonna cause your body to want to lean forward more, so you can compensate for that. And often, a lot of styles tell you to throw the shoulder in there. It's because they lack the base and they don't realize to get the base in there. So their answer to that is reinforcing more to the shoulder, to the hand. So it's like having when you're building a frame, instead of the frame being straight, it's bowed. So rather than saying, hey, look, make the frame straight, they go, no, just add another plywood over here, 2x4, and anchor that to the ground while keeping the bow, we'll just support it. It's like, no. It costs more energy, costs more time, costs more money. You don't need that. Just buy a plank that's straight so it's structurally sound, so you don't have to force it to compensate for the lack of structure. So that's the same thing here. I don't need to throw more shoulders into it. I just need to have the proper base into it. And so be parallel when you punch, when anything, even on a hook punch. When I do this, you can see I'm parallel versus throwing the shoulders versus parallel. So it's very important. If you want to practice three proof and you don't have anyone to give you an idea of how it should feel, learn how to create the parallel look when you move. So when I'm moving like this, if I want to intercept someone, you see I'm moving parallel. But if I do it like this, you see I don't look parallel. If you don't move parallel, you're always going to hit the point and going to roll. Okay. And what I mean by that is if she gives me a straight punch and let's say I actually a hook punch, give me from this hand.
Okay.
Yeah. So hook punch. I do this. See how it looks like I'm rolling off of her? So when you move parallel, do the hook punch again. When I move parallel, it stays. It doesn't roll.
Right.
When you create roll, they'll roll right over you. So if you're going to parallel and they're punching and you create that parallel, see I'm moving in a parallel. So it just stays in this way. So when I move, I'll move parallel. And what I mean by that is when she's punching, see now I can go in. See when I move, see I'm moving parallel. When I do this, don't hit me, but give me force, but don't hit me because I'm gonna do it wrong.
All right.
So if you're doing like that, you pull, it'll always slide. See, I didn't move in parallel. I try to pull her down, and which we don't pull, right? We don't push, we don't pull, we press. So pressing is a parallel move. So when you're doing like this, you can see I'm parallel. Even when I hit, it's parallel. But if I do like this and I do this, it's not parallel. So the thing is, make sure you have a strong base and get your parallel to come out. That's how you can see your three proof. Okay. And so she's not giving me any punch, keep it light so it doesn't hurt you. But you're gonna see how my hands, they want to move parallel. So she's punching me, I'm parallel. Then that's how I can move in fast. So when you're moving, it should be parallel. If you're doing this, you're not parallel, you're committed. And you're gonna wind up always overextending your opponent. You're gonna wind up muscling your opponent, you want to push it. You want to hit parallel. Parallel is where they're gonna feel the energy and you won't. You're putting the energy into their arm versus them able to put it in your arm. So if she's pushing me or punching me, she pushes in, and I do this, and I'll feel that come in. She does it again, and I create parallel. She moves off, but yet I can move in. So that's a sign that you are doing three proof properly. If you're practicing, try to keep everything in a parallel motion. So you can see I'm parallel when I move versus like, you see I'm breaking parallel. That's not parallel. This is parallel. Okay, you can see me moving parallel. That's committed energy. That's like a person who doesn't know how to swim. Yeah, you're hitting the water, but you're not controlling it. Eventually it'll take you. If you know how to swim, you can hit the water and you control it. That's the same. I'm hitting the arm and I'm controlling it. I'm knowing how to get it so it doesn't come into me. I'm coming. So make sure you're doing your 3-proof properly, keep your parallel, and if you have the proper base and you keep the parallel, you are doing 3-proof properly, if you can see it.
Thanks so much for that, Sifu. All right. Jeff said here, do you do animal styles? And if so, what is your favorite? Yes, we do. Though we don't teach them on the website currently, though we may in the future. We do have some like beginner intro stuff. So what is your favorite one? I know the answer to this, but
It's what I practice. All
whoever you're
styles.
practicing on at the moment, right?
I've been asked before, like, oh, what's your favorite? I'll be like, 1 month it'll be tiger because I'm practicing tiger that month. Oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. I feel the power. And then next month I'll be doing crane. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're so elegant. And I'll be snake. Oh, I love the way it feels. So it just depends on what I practice. They all have positive. They all have negatives. Again, it's not the style that makes you. It's you make the style. Okay. How you move in it is going to enhance that system. The system has principles, has abilities to move, and it's your job to refine it. That's why you can watch 2 people do snake. One will look slightly different. It's because of the way he moves. 2 people can dance a dance step, and you can say your eyes will fix on one person because they express it better. Martial arts, when you're doing styles, it's the same. You make the style better. The style has a way of doing it. It's like how you wear clothes. You can fashion. One person can make clothes look better than another because of the way they walk, the way they hold. That's why models have to walk a certain way. Can you imagine wearing a $10,000 outfit and you're like going on the runway like this? That's not going to make
Don't you know that's the new trend?
that's not going to make the outfit look great because they're going to see the energy. And so the outfit, you have posture upright and you walk like this, it's going to be more appealing. So how you hold yourself, how do you bring that energy to people, and the clothes will make it look better. But again, you can make the clothes look good, but there's a little influence of where the clothes make it. Obviously, the clothes that can be horrible, no matter how great you are, it can still look bad. But the clothes has a good look, it can be a great look because of you.
Yeah.
And as long as the clothes are acceptable men, and it's the same styles have all. That's why, like I said, I don't believe in one style being better than
We
another.
have a thing that don't style define you, let energy refine you, and this is why.
Yeah, because again, you can see a boxer be the wrestler, a wrestler be the boxer. You can see a karate guy be the kung fu guy can be a karate guy. Everybody, because it's not the style in itself alone. Granted, there are things in the system that can make you better. That's why we're not style, we're a system. We enhance it. That's why what we do enhances your style. Because we're about the energy. We're not about the style. We're about the energy. That's what we're the system, not style. So, our goal, like when we move, we find when I do animals, I refine everything. I'm always feeling the energy. I'm like, oh, I love that. I love how like the dragon can move like this and just draw, and I like how the snake can move like this, and I might be doing crap. Oh, I love the crane movement. Like, oh, I just draw. And again, it's the energy I move, and so every one of them moves expressly different. So it's like saying what song is best to dance. So they all have the same beat. It's all good.
We have
and
favorites. Not
you have your
a
favorite, right? You have what you like to do in the dance, but when it comes to like songs, they all have a same beat type of thing, and so they all kind of that's why you can dance one dance step to different types of music because it has the underlying principle. Same thing with all the animals. They have underlying principles. My goal is to get the energy out to my wrist. So when I'm moving like this, it's always like this. So if I'm doing like a crane wing like this, or if I'm doing snake and I do this, or if I can do tiger and I do this, it's to me, it's all about getting the energy in my wrist and keep my base and keep my structure. So how I move it, one day I'll do 5+5, one day I'll do 7+3, one day I'll do 8+2. It all is in the end. So it just depends on what you like and what you don't like. But I love animals. I love the 5 ounce. Is there one style if I had to pick over the other? I really don't know. If I would pick, logically, I would pick dragon because it has the essence of all the other animals behind it. So it's like I'm picking the 5. I picked the dragon because it has the other 4 animals. So the dragon has a long body like a snake, has claws like the tiger. it's elegant in movement, like a crane. So again, it has fast speeds like the leopard. So it has all the essence of the four animals. So if I had to pick
So if
one,
you make him have to choose one,
I
that's
would pick
one
the
you
dragon
have.
because it has the other four elements behind it.
And it happens to be the year of the dragon.
Yeah.
Coincidence?
So,
I don't know.
I do like them all, so I can't say that one is better than the other. I do love all the feeling of the movements. I'm about the move. So it's like telling a dancer what one move would you like more than any other. Like I
Yeah.
love all the
Yeah, I was gonna say that would
I
work
love
for
feeling
me.
the-
I love dancing to all kinds of music.
So
Like,
they-
pick one.
yeah,
No,
so
I shall not.
it's hard to. It's hard to because I'm about the energy, not about the style. So that's why I don't look at a style when I do all the animals together. It's the movement, not the style.
Mhm.
So it's all the same for me.
Right on. Elevated intelligence says, I have a question. Is it okay to learn Wing Chun and Tai Chi at the same time, or should I focus on just one at a time? It is totally okay to use both. And it kind of goes back to don't let style define you, let energy refine you. It's going to depend on you, though.
Yes, it's okay, but it depends on you
Yeah.
because if you can learn it, great. If you can't, if you're confused by it,
If you're struggling,
you're
trying to
right.
learn them both,
right, then
focus
I
on
would say focus on one till you get to understand.
Tai Chi first.
Focus on one till you get to understand how the energy works. That's who you teach it. But
Which is
for
us.
us, it's Tai Chi. But there's another Tai Chi teacher to teach that.
But they're here. They're learning right, guys? You're learning right. That's why you're here. So, and just like if you're wondering why Tai over Wing Chun, well, one, you're
Well, it
gonna.
depends on their purpose of training. That's why I always like.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what you told people there. If you want to get really good at Wing Chun and you just master it, you're gonna be about here. But if you do that with Tai Chi and the Wing Chun, it's like this.
Right, but I'm saying like, if you're
It's really awesome.
my students always who come to the school, they're like, they ask what I teach. So I'm like, well, what trying to take? My answer is this depends on what your goal is.
Yeah.
So if you're about learning how to fight really fast, I would not take the Tai Chi.
I
or
would say the
the
Wing
Chun,
Chun, yeah.
the Wing Chun, Tai Chi.
But if you
If
do
you're-
both,
If you do it for the health aspect, so I tell people, depends on your goal, what you're looking for, I can tell you what's best. Now, some people, I just want to get in good shape. I'm not looking at fighting right yet. I just want to get in good shape. I don't pick the animal. Put you in good shape. I'll still teach you how to combat, but it really is conditioning for you too. If you want to learn fight fast, learn that, I'll take Tai Chi, Chin Up. People are like, oh, I want to learn grapple. I tell them, Chin Up, they want to learn overall health and stuff like that. I take Tai Chi. But again, and you can mix it. Again, it just depends on your
and if
goal.
you just want to be amazing at all the other stuff you're doing,
Then
take
no
the
deck
Tai
off.
Chi.
No deck off.
Make sure you got the no deck on there. Joseph, gotcha. Thank you for the answer. You're so welcome. Darren, hey brother. Greetings from the
But I was gonna say, for us, it's all about the energy. So, like she said, don't look at the style, look at the energy. You have to really focus on. You get caught in the style, you get caught up in what you will and will not do, or what you can and cannot do.
Don't get stuck.
Not what you should or should not do. You can get caught up. Oh, Wing Chun don't throw hook punches, or we don't throw hook punches, so you never learn how to throw. You don't throw enough. That's not Wing Chun. It's not necessary. And again, it's up to your goal and what you. But me, it's all about what is your energy doing, how to connect energy, and then how to sum the energy. And so it doesn't matter to me whether it's Wing Chun, whether it's Tai Chi, whether it's boxing.
Right.
But understand how to create the energy out of it. So style is just the name, it's a word, the motion of movement, the body mechanics. That's what we're looking at. You want to learn how to create the energy out of the ground, out of the body, into whatever it is, your target, into the opponent. So it's all about that. I don't care about the style. I care about
Yeah, are those physics and entry principles on or not? That's what's important. Let's see. These levels says coincidence. First Center for Spiritual Studies. Ooh, that's a long name. So do you do workshops and seminars? Yes.
Yes and no.
We have in the past. And we are available for those. So if there's something that you'd like to do with us, make sure to email us at support@nfl.com and we'll talk and see if we can figure out something. We don't currently personally have any plans right now.
Thanks to COVID.
We did try to have a couple, but we've never been able to get enough people on one date to make it happen.
Thanks to COVID.
Yeah, thanks to a lot of not cool things, but it is what it is. But our goal is hopefully after this next year, and we'll see if we could have a seminar
After
in
the new term.
fall.
I mean,
Literally. We'll see where the political tides take us, and we'll go from But we are up and available. We have people come and do private training here with us here in South Jersey. So you're always welcome to come and do training with us. Bring a partner, bring a friend, bring a wife, a husband, some kids too, the whole family's welcome. So if we can't meet you at a seminar, you can always come and meet us here in South Jersey. All right. So again, any inquiries, just email to support@shaolin.com. We'd love to have you out. Hopefully, speaking of coming out, hopefully we're gonna see Aiden Colby and Brian soon because they're supposed to be coming out in the springtime. I don't know if you guys have any dates yet. Let me know later, Aiden Colby.
In the beautiful springtime, so Winchan.
Beautiful. Yes, we will be working on Winchan, darling. And
Winchan
probably
means
Qigong
beautiful
is high
springtime.
too.
That, you know what? That Winchan means beautiful springtime.
Yes, it does. So yes, definitely feel free to do that. And hey fam, we still have a couple more minutes. So if anyone else has any questions, feel free to let us know. If you haven't already, please strike a like, hit subscribe, the bell notification so you can stay in tune and connected to us here on YouTube. Greatly appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. All right. And he always says, "Oh, yeah. You are still coming out, right?" You told me. Or you guys change your mind. Well, I know you are. You might have to drag Brian kicking and screaming maybe a little bit, but yes, beautiful springtime. It's perfect. You're gonna come out during the beautiful springtime. We're gonna work on your beautiful springtime. It's gonna be all good. And we'll make sure to take you to the burger place that you like.
Yeah, don't bring your friend here kicking and screaming because he'll be doing a lot of that. So that's a huge.
I'll take care of that. I'll make sure Brian gets in check real quick. Ace says, "Why y'all put me on blast like that though? Because we love you, bro. That's why."
But draw.
Is that right? And technically, Ace told me we put Brian on blast here. So, I mean, that's bad. Hopefully, Brian's fine. If not, make sure he sees this part later. Love you, Brian. All right. I always see you. Somebody. And if it's I'm here, yes, we're normally this crazy and zany. We're not normal. It's okay. We're just happy, jolly people, a little crazy, but we have a lot to love and lots to share with y'all. So we just don't take ourselves too seriously. You know what I mean? So
Seriously.
seriously. All right, family. Well, I don't see any other questions coming through, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Just to kind of reiterate what we talked about tonight. Besides obviously the training, which you guys can go back and watch the replay. This will be up immediately after we log off. But hey, members, don't stay here at Inner Tai Chi. Make sure to jump on the Zoom link that I sent you guys earlier. If you didn't get it, email me real quick at support@innershaolin.com and let me know. Again, this is for our members only, juniors, seniors, and abbots at innershaolin.com. So if you're not one of those yet, you can go to join, go to innershaolin.com/join and join real quick, and then email me at support@innershaolin.com and I'll make sure that you get it. All right. For everyone else, we'll see you guys at the time next week. And then members, I'm also going to be sending out a special invitation on Monday to our Wednesday pre-launch party. All right. And that's Wednesday of this upcoming week at 8 p.m. Standard Time. All right, fam. So it's good seeing some of y'all. Hopefully we'll see some more people next week as everyone gets used to this new time. And as always, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at 1-844-9-KUNG-FU. If you don't reach us, please leave a message to the number so I can call you back. Or you can email us at support@innershaolin.com at any time. All right, family, we'll see some of you soon. The rest of you,